Hey there, it's Wanda. And I told you that I would keep up with you and let you know exactly what's happening with us with the Optavia diet that Brian and I are trying. So we did day one pretty successfully. Brian was a little hungry. I was okay with what we had yesterday. We get 5 fuelings, as they call it, or 5 snacks throughout the day. We did every 2 hours, and then we did our lean and green meal last night, which we had salmon. We also had added some spinach. We cooked spinach in a little bit of water, steamed it kind of in a pan, and then I had found some roasted garlic that was also packed in water so that we could add that for a little bit of flavor to add to that spinach. And we also had some sliced tomatoes. So because it was salmon, you can have anywhere from 7 to 6 to 5 ounce servings, depending on the fat content of whatever lean protein that you're choosing. And since salmon is on the higher scale, we were allowed to have 5 ounces last night. I felt pretty satisfied with it. Brian seemed to be okay too. So that went pretty well. We tried a variety of different foods yesterday from the foods that are provided through the program. And pretty much I would say that most things had enough taste, just obviously very small portions of food because you're eating every 2 hours. And the great thing about it is that everything that we got in our box is interchangeable. So if you want to have something that's more savory tasting, you can. If you want something sweet, then you can take something that's on the sweet side and work it to whatever your appetite is telling you that you want at that time. So that was actually great. The only thing that I didn't care for in my plan yesterday is that I did try the brownie. I cooked it according to directions, and I nuked it, and it came out really hard, like a brick. So I'm not sure if our microwave is just a little stronger or if it needed more water, but I'll be sure to ask our coach about that when we talk to her, because she's following us for the first couple of days to make sure we don't have any questions and that we're launching pretty successfully with the program. So this is our second day. We're already in our second fueling. I just finished the lemon zesty crisp, which was pretty good. I like that. And tonight we're planning on having some grilled chicken, grilling it because it reduces the fat. Obviously we don't have to cook with fat if we do that. And it will add a little bit of flavor to it as well, because, chicken without like sauces and stuff like that, and especially if that's what you're used to, like we usually like to throw some barbecue sauce on it, might be a little bit on the bland side. So we're going to see how we can zest that up with some spices. Last night I made blackened salmon on the grill, and obviously the blackened seasoning helps, and maybe I'll throw some of that on the chicken. So we'll see how that goes. I know that in the plan we can have some condiments, a very small amount, and barbecue sauce was one of those things that we could have, but I think it was like less than a teaspoon, or I'm not sure that's going to make a big impact on our meal, but we'll see. Let's see, we're going to have some asparagus tonight. We're allowed to have 3 half-cup servings of vegetables, but you have to choose within the vegetables. Or we may go ahead and decide to, besides the asparagus, have a salad. We did buy some Bolt House dressing that was recommended by our coach. And you can find them in the fresh produce aisle if your grocery store has it. And they are no preservatives, very low in fat, and obviously you can't have a lot of it. You have to limit your intake on those as well. But we'll give it a go and let you know. So results. All right, so we did weigh ourselves. You have to, there are certain rules. It's like, you want to weigh yourself first thing in the morning, and we also have to eat within 30 minutes of waking up. So before we ate anything, we weighed ourselves. My husband's down a little over 4 pounds overnight. I was down 1.5 pounds so far, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe water weight, we're not sure. I know our coach told us that we are cleaning out the impurities in our system, which I'm sure of because we're not having a lot of processed foods right now, not a lot of sugar, not a lot of salt. So wish us luck. We'll get back to you and let you know how things are progressing. But so far, we're getting results already, so that makes it worthwhile to keep going, right? That gives you that motivation. All right, well, thanks for listening, and I'll check back with you.